So, straight from the release from this bar, we got another one in the horizon coming. As we look over here, we see the next one coming. It's going to be Shirella in MOTU in June 24th on a Tuesday. Let me fix this up so it looks a little better. There we go. On a Tuesday, June 24th, 9 a.m. We got Shirella right here. And who is Shirella? Well, we'll show you right here. And this right here, this is a picture of Shirella. So there's no images yet of this one, but this is how she's gonna look like when she's released. She come with a bow and probably a staff. I'm not too sure yet, but you can see. Let me see if I can find other pictures I could show you. Yeah, this is another version of Shirella. Heroic warrior, maiden of the Preternia, right there. So that way you get a straight image of how she's gonna look like when we receive her. So here's a little bio right there. If you want to read this, just pause it and I'll give you a chance to read it. Alright. And with that saying, this one was removed. They were going to have this one drop off in June 27th, but now it's been marked off the calendar release. So we'll be seeing this on October. At first they said October, and then they added this, but it looks like they might have made a second hand choice to take it out. So it makes sense with a lot of the stuff. There's other stuff that they're doing. If you're not too sure what I'm talking about, they got many things that are going on. The biggest thing that's going to go on right here is this one right here, SDCC, the San Diego Comic Con on June 18. The reveals begin, but it's arriving on this day. Arriving on July 24th at 9 a.m. So yeah, this is what they're gonna work on, and a lot of companies are working on this. So you're seeing a lot of their stuff is being canceled. Even Hasbro has made a cancellation for the Joe Fest or so that they had going on. Yeah, they canceled that because they're saving it for the SDCC show. So make some sense. I mean, that makes sense a lot. You know, they have to have some surprises at the show, at the convention shows for the fans. So that makes sense. And that's about it. Just expect the Fright Zone on October. So the announcements, and you've seen the reveals in the picture. In case you need to see it, there we go again. Speaking of the heels of Marvel, we got some Marvel new heroes. These that are re-releases of some or so. These are crossovers of games right here, as you can see, that are being released. This is called right there, as you see on the boxes, Gameverse. So the first one we got Wolverine versus Silver Samurai, which is not bad. You get it from the e-retailers. This one right here sold out in minutes, which is Psylocke and Thanos, which is a Target exclusive, you know. But you got to do your research to try to find it. So hopefully, if you're looking for it, good luck, and hopefully you'll find one. Juggernaut, I believe this is gonna be a Hasbro one. This is gonna be a Hasbro Pulse one on their site. So not yet. I haven't seen any announcement on it. We'll have to check on with the dates. And after that, we got these three right here. Gargantuos. You know, it was originally named Sinbad. I'll show you right now. Let's go look at it one click away. Right there. Shuma Groth, Marvel Studios. Could not be legally used by creator of Robert E. Howard. So they couldn't use that name. So they went with the Gargantuous. So that's why his name is that. But it's still the same character. regardless, once it's out of the box, you call it whatever you want. And then we got this one, Captain America Venom, which was just released today on the e-retailers. I saw this on BBTS. And this one, soon to be announced, War Machine in Omega Red. And now we get a closer look at these boxes or so. It's soon to be a release. This one's up for pre-order right now if you need this. This one not yet. It's coming. This is the bigger and beefier Juggernaut, much bigger than the past one that they've been given. So you might want to look into this one. And then Gargantuous. We'll look at it out of the box. It looks really nice what they showed. And then Thanos Psylocke or Psylocke. And then War Machine versus Omega Red. They all look real nice, honestly. And that one just released today. And going to this, Captain America versus Venom, you say, yeah, but you got the Secret War Captain America already. Yeah, but this one you get a brand new shield, 2 different head sculpts in one hand, and that power shield. So let me show you some stuff. And there we go. And that's what we got with the Secret Wars. We got 2 heads, 2 different hands, a pointing finger, open hand. So they're both not too bad. If you get both of them, yeah, you're still okay. Because talking about all that, forgot to talk about Eddie Brock, the Venom, which is not that bad. This is a bluer version, just like the one in the arcade game. So that's what they're trying to go over here with. And then you can see the background right there, like in training mode. So yeah, pretty badass. As for Gargantuous, it's very bendable. As you can see the way they pose it, and the guy is very movable itself. You're able to move it or open it or close it. And look at that pose that they put there. Alright. There we go, and you can have it displayed that way, opening it up and closing it. So it has a lot of bendy parts on this one. Next, we're going to be looking at Transformers Age of Primes and what has been announced. And right there we see a big Transformers, and then some Voyager class right there in the bottom. 1, 2, and let's go straight to the big one first. Let's go. Now this big beefy boy is Onyx the 13th, and that's the name of it. Let's look at the box. Onyx Prime, right there, the 13 Onyx Prime, and transforms into a Centurion, into a robot mode. And let's show you the Centurion mode. Yeah, it's all over the place. So, and then here's the transformation right there. Let's look at the size and height, see how big it is, and the price. And this is what the product is. I gotta say, yeah, it's pretty nice. I never seen it, heard of it. I don't know if it's new or not. I couldn't really tell you. I'm not the one to tell you on this. I'm not the one. All I gotta say, it's a badass figurine. And if this is new, this is nice. This is hitting it and just all the right spots there. Next, we're looking at Alpha Trion. This is when he was a little younger, because you can see he doesn't have the long beard or so on his face. We're looking at a much younger Alpha Trion right there with the Autobot symbol right there. And we'll see his transformation in a second. Straight right here. And that's his transformation mode, which is not that bad. It looks really nice. Here's a top view, side view over there. And we'll look at his regular robot forms right here. As out for try on. Let's see if we can get him holding a weapon, or he's got a pen and a shield. And then right there, he's got a book and a feather with a pen or so. So he's a father to the Transformers. Alpha Trion. Next, we're gonna look at Venomous. And if those who don't recognize it, this was originally from the G1 Deluxe Insecticons. You know, they weren't they weren't originally, they were bought out and they used within the company of Hasbro, and they used it. But as you can tell, they never used this within the cartoon, but they did include it in past catalogs when they first came out. You would see Venomous in the pack, and there'd be two others as well. Yeah, he looks like the original counterpart, as you can see right here. But this one will have more articulation with the arms and legs, and be able to extend it, as you can see right here. So very nice addition. If you're a fan of this one, I would say pick it up. You're looking at $25.99 MSRP. Next, we're gonna look at the two aerial bots. First, right here, we got a Fight Flight. There he is. He's in white and red. And let's look at the other one right there. His second counterpart. And the next one would be Skydive. All right, not bad. Now we're gonna look at their transformations. There we go. And let's look at his first. This is Fight Flight, Fireflight. And then right over here. And that's the plane mode that he transforms into. It's not bad. They're pretty. If you're into the aerial bots, yeah, this is for you to continue the 5 figures that you need to complete to get Superion. Now let's take a look at the other aerial bot. Right here, we're looking at Skydive. Coming with 2 guns, all in black and silver, and the red detail on the carcass. And right here, this is his jet transformation. And the last transformer that you need to complete the Superion. There we go. The last one for Superion. 5 out of 5 right there. 17 points of art, not for articulation, 17 points for transformation. So they're not too difficult, these. They're quite simple. And the next one we're looking at is Micronus Prime, which is a badass. You'll see the color and everything is just beautiful, and I love the detail on this. And then we get a little closer look at Micronus. Right there, he comes with a mini that goes around the center of his chest right there. And let's look at the other. There we go. And that's his 22 points of transformation, and right there, real nice. Micronus, not too bad. Now the next one we're looking at Flatline. Attention to detail and color, very nice the way it's used with red highlights. You can see the transparency to part of the red part on his pieces right there on Flatline. So yeah, very nice put together right there. outer box. This is how it looks. It's the only bad side is, yeah, that's the only bad thing. Look how little his feet look, man. But the attention to detail of the upper body looks really nice. And the translucence of the red colors, very nice on that. And then we're going to try to find one with his transformation mode. And there, look at that. Very nice Decepticon right there. And you see the weapon accessories used on it. And you're looking at $34.99 for this one. So he's probably like a Voyager class. Just for the, yeah, Voyager class is what we're looking at. And the very last thing we're looking at right here is the Leader Class G2 version of Dinobot Snarl and Sludge, which is a 2-pack, which is a variant of different colors of the G2 class. So you can see it right here. When they come with the red and the green on it. Very different from the first ones. And then we look at the transformation right here. And not too bad. I'd never seen any stuff personally on the G2 side. Never seen it. It seems like it's most of the G2 stuff is just recolored issues of the same figurine that sold in the past. So I would say this is new to me more than anything else with these colors or so. I would probably look over them because I'm more the OG person, which I like the older stuff. But right there, the price point you're looking at is $109.99 right there for those two bugs. And that was the full wrap up of Transformer Age of Primes. And another thing, they did show leaks on Megatron, which I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show the leaks or so, but you can look it up for yourself if you want. So I'm just look up, just type of Megatron Studio Series leaks, and you'll see the picture yourself. It looks pretty solid, but I don't think there was an intent to show it yet. But if you do want to see it, go ahead and look. I'm not gonna post it up because I don't want my channel to get in trouble or anything or take it down just for that, just me showing that picture. So that's one thing I'm not gonna show. So, but if you want to look at it, go ahead and type it up and put it on your search, and you'll be able to see it. I say it looks very nice, and I don't think you guys are gonna be disappointed at all when you see it. And these two thick pieces just got overlooked. I didn't even notice it till now. But there were two pieces. These are 3 in a box. You get the Fallen, Megatron, and Soundwave from Studio Series movie. From Studio Series Transformers, from the movie Transformers right there. You can see this. You can see the symbol that this is from the movie. And you can see the bodies right there. So we look at it closely. And that's how they look like. The Fallen, Megatron, and Soundwave. This is all from the Fallen movie of Transformers. And you can see they look like insects mostly. They don't even look like the original robots. This is, I hate to say this, this is more Michael Bay shit. So yeah, I'm not a fan of it too much. It's like they change it for their own benefit, you know. But you know, some good happened from bringing the movie. You know, it brought a lot of attention to the new people, so they could see it. The youth going on, they're able to see that stuff. So you know, it brought more attention to Transformers. But I prefer the more stuff from 86 to 82 or so. And talking about that, we got another Pulse exclusives right here, which Age of Primes, which is right there. Autobot, Sandstorm, and Slug Sling. Slug Sling. Okay. But yeah, those are the two right there. They don't look too bad. I like these. That's not it. Right there, that's it. That's it. And let's see if we can get the transformation. Sandstorm and Slug Sling. There we go. It looks like a mini bot, so it might be a head transformer right there. I can't really tell for sure, but it doesn't look like a weapon, so it has to be a headmaster, that one. But yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, this is nice. And right there you can see the transformation, and it's using a little cage to carry right there. So that thing comes with it. Very nice. And last but not least, we're going to look at some of the stuff in Yojo, which was announced in Yojo June. And then we can see Kyle, Budo, Jesus. So basically what we got here is a Joe, but he's a samurai version of it. So you can see that. He come with a sword, a shaft. I think it come with two swords. Let's see. Let's look at the other pictures together. Yeah. Shafe right there, the sword. So we jump straight to it, his accessories, to see what he comes with. He comes with a machine gun. Yeah, 3 swords right there. The mask. And the armory right there. So mostly a samurai with a machine gunner. So not bad, the gunners. I don't know them too well. So some of you that do know them, you might like this. I'm going to add this. Next piece we're looking at Clayton Hawk. Hibernation with MS, Mobile Missile System. And this is basically General Hawk with the MMS missile. This is the same piece that came with the Cobra MMS. So nothing has changed, just a different paint job. So you might already have this, but if you want the General Hawk, that's one way to get it if you want this one. Otherwise it's a pass. We did get a good General Hawk before, but if you want the original, you got to get the MSM. And there we go. And then we see another look at the launcher missiles right there. Yeah, same thing. Nothing new. Nothing changed. And for number 3, we're looking at Slice and Dice. And one of the Cobras. 2 of the Cobras for the G.I. Joe line of G.I. Joe Classified. And Cobra Ninja Slice and Dice. And there we go. Look like a bunch of look like 2 ninjas, but it looked like a wrestling mask over their faces or so. Not bad. That's a good pose right there, and that one too. That's pretty nice. And we'll see what the accessories they come with, if they have a. There we go. I think I found one now. This accessory shot. This is exclusive from Hasbro Pulse. So if you need this, you need to get it from Hasbro Pulse. You see all the weapon trees it comes with. So I don't know. It looks like it might be worth it. If you like a lot of accessories and weapon trees, yeah, this might be up in your alley. It's getting 3 heads right there. And then the other 2 right there. A lot of weaponry right there. So yeah, it looks very tight. And let's take another picture. Look inside what it looks like in the box. And that's a lot, man. You might be getting more your money's worth with this one. Then right here, we're looking at Sergeant Sola and Felix Mercer. Right there. It's looking real tight. If you remember him, you've seen him in the G.I. Joe movie, the animated movie. Yeah, you made a big impact in that. Here's the accessories right there that come with. And man, that comes with a lot with the Sarge right there. I'm just looking at this. I'm like, man, they're not skipping out. So that's tight. Let's see if I can get it. Look at that. He looks like he belongs in the WWE right there with that little hat. I come to take down Hulk Hogan. Now, if you're looking for the original bats for the classified series, they're gonna release this, the retro style one, for the classified stuff. So most likely similar to the other one, slight changes, not much. You can see the flame blaster and the laser cannon added to the weapon. You know, a see-through visor shell. So yeah, doesn't look too bad. Let me see if I can see all the stuff where the chest is. Yeah, visible chest right there. So that's what we were missing in the past one when they made the new bats or so. Yeah, it wasn't visible, but this one will be visible. It'll be like a glass one or so. Well, I would say translucent, not glass, but this is more translucent look that we're getting. Another thing, if you're looking to add another vehicle, there's another vehicle right here available, the AEW Striker. So there's another option for you guys, as well as a retro style. This one is called Retro Cardback G.I. Joe Troopers. So, you know, if you ever see a bunch of grunt guys that you don't know what that is, yeah, that's basically it right there. They're just troopers, troop builders right there, if you ever need one. So if you didn't see anything you like that I presented over here, you know, be on the lookout for San Diego CDC on July 24th to the 27th. So for those that want more in depth and looking for other stuff, there'll be more announcement on these days. So stay posted for that. And then again, if you stayed this long for it, you know, I want to thank you very much for staying and listening to what we've seen released so far. So this is the big one right here, and we're going to hear most and more announcements right here. So this is Kirk HT signing out. I hope you enjoyed this, and you guys have a good one there.